The paradox of goodness. Humans assume goodness is inherently rewarded. Machiavelli exposed the brutal truth. In politics, business, and life, goodness without strategy invites exploitation. Key thesis: being morally good carries a hidden cost: your power, resources, and influence. Example: leaders in history punished for fairness or compassion, while harsh actors thrived. Part 1. The illusion of goodness. Why people overvalue goodness as strength. Difference between appearance of goodness versus strategic power. Machiavellian insight. Virtue must sometimes include cunning and ruthlessness. Historical cases. King Louis XVI of France, trusting, fair, but weak in enforcement. Revolution. Cincinnatus of Rome, goodness rewarded only when paired with decisive action. Key lesson: goodness alone is not survival. Part 2. Hidden costs of goodness. People exploit fairness, emotional, financial, political. Good leaders often face betrayal, opportunists in positions of trust, erosion of authority. Psychological analysis. Humans respect power more than virtue. Example: corporate leaders who overly prioritize fairness often get undermined by ambitious subordinates. Part 3. The Machiavellian balance: goodness versus strategy. You don't abandon morality, you integrate strategy. Machiavelli's advice: be good when it is advantageous, ruthless when necessary. Types of strategic goodness: visible kindness with invisible control, public generosity with selective reward, private restraint, public magnanimity. Quote, "Men should be either treated with mercy or fear, never exploited for blind virtue." Part 4. Historical case studies when goodness failed. Jesus of Nazareth, moral virtue, persecution. George Washington, fairness rewarded partially, ruthlessness in war ensured survival. Modern parallels: CEOs who are honest but fail to enforce boundaries. Analysis: repeated patterns of exploitation emerge when goodness lacks protective strategy. Part 5. Psychological mechanisms behind exploitation. Humans are wired to test kindness. Goodness can signal weakness, vulnerability, lack of consequence enforcement. Machiavelli: perceived weakness invites aggression. How to maintain goodness without being a target. Calm dominance, selective generosity, strategic consequence. Part 6. Modern examples in business, politics, and society. CEOs punished for fairness, bypassed by ruthless competitors. Politicians exploited for moral stances that conflict with power consolidation. Social media goodness signals exploited by opportunists. Key lesson: the cost of goodness is not inherent morality, but lack of strategic control. Part 7. Protecting yourself while being good. Strategic goodness framework. Decide when goodness is visible versus concealed. Enforce boundaries silently. Reward selectively. Punish violation without moral compromise. Daily habits that combine kindness with authority. Avoid naive goodness traps. Part 8. Crisis situations. Goodness as a liability. When resources, reputation, or safety are threatened, goodness must adapt to survival strategy. Historical examples: Napoleon and mercy in war. Franklin Roosevelt balancing diplomacy with wartime strategy. Psychological tactic: moral calmness plus calculated enforcement. Part 9. The hidden rewards of Machiavellian goodness. When executed strategically: respect without hatred, influence without fear, loyalty without exploitation. How to turn goodness into power instead of liability. Lesson: Machiavelli didn't advocate cruelty, he advocated intelligent virtue. Part 10. Integrating strategic goodness into everyday life. Lifestyle, habits, and identity. Morning rituals, clarity and purpose. Consistent boundaries with selective generosity. calm, decisive communication, strategic visibility of virtue. Result: you become respected, feared in moderation, and trusted selectively. Part 12. Practical exercises. Daily thought experiments on boundaries. Situational planning. Where to be generous, where to withhold. Reflection journaling. Identify moments your goodness is exploited. Part 12. Machiavelli's modern blueprint for goodness without cost. Step-by-step guide. Map personal values. Identify high-risk interactions. Assign visible versus hidden kindness. Enforce silent consequence. Cultivate fear-respect balance. Conclusion: the shocking truth. Goodness is expensive if naive. Strategic integration transforms it into a source of power, respect, and influence. Machiavelli's hidden truth: virtue without strategy is dangerous. Virtue with strategy is unstoppable. The illusion of goodness. Machiavelli's hidden truth about virtue and power. When most people think of goodness, they imagine it as strength, being fair, being kind, being moral, acting with honesty. We are taught that if you are good, people will automatically respect you, help you, and reward you. Machiavelli, however, shattered this illusion centuries ago. He observed a simple, brutal truth. Goodness alone is a liability in a world ruled by human ambition. Number 1. Goodness is misunderstood as power. Humans often conflate morality with influence. This misconception is dangerous because it leaves you unprotected. Example: a manager in a company who treats everyone equally and refuses to play office politics may initially appear fair and moral, but the cunning colleague quietly undermines them, exploits gaps, and eventually climbs the ladder faster. Machiavellian lesson: fairness without enforcement is weakness. Goodness is safe only if backed by strategic authority. Number 2. The cost of being nice. Being good seems harmless, but it carries hidden costs. Exploitation. People will take advantage of your kindness. Betrayal. Trust without power invites betrayal. Erosion of authority. If people sense you won't enforce boundaries, respect evaporates. Emotional drain. Consistently prioritizing others over yourself without control leads to fatigue and indecision. Historical example: King Louis XVI of France, kind-hearted, moral, and fair, but indecisive and unwilling to enforce boundaries. His goodness was exploited politically, ultimately costing him his throne and life. Cincinnatus of Rome. Goodness rewarded only when paired with decisive action. He left power when necessary, acted decisively when required, and was respected both publicly and privately. Lesson: goodness is not enough. Action, decisiveness, and boundaries are required for survival. Number 3. Naive goodness versus strategic goodness. Machiavelli distinguished between naive goodness, acting morally without considering consequences. Example: always saying yes to requests. Example: refusing to punish small offenses. Outcome: people exploit you and respect disappear. Strategic goodness. Acting morally with boundaries, consequences, and selective visibility. Example: publicly generous, privately enforcing rules. Example: fair but decisive, kind but firm. Outcome: people respect you and fear exploiting you. Key insight: morality becomes a weapon only when combined with strategy. Number 5. Psychological mechanisms behind exploitation. Why does naive goodness fail? The human brain responds to signals. Vulnerability detection. Kindness without enforcement equals weakness. Opportunity seeking. Humans test generosity for personal gain. Power dynamics. People respect decisiveness over niceness. Machiavelli's observation: men respect the man who can reward or punish, not the one who merely wishes to be virtuous. Historical case study: cost of blind goodness. Jesus of Nazareth, immense moral virtue, compassion for all, yet his lack of political or military strategy allowed opponents to exploit, leading to crucifixion. George Washington, balanced goodness with decisiveness. Mercy was public, but backed by strategy and action during war. Result: lasting respect, authority, and influence. Modern CEOs, leaders overly prioritizing fairness without enforcing rules, often see their authority erode in companies dominated by ambitious, less moral colleagues. Lesson: goodness must never exist without leverage. Number 6, the shocking reality. Being good is not always safe. In fact, blind goodness can be dangerous. You are more likely to be betrayed, exploited by the cunning, undermined by ambition, physically, socially, or politically targeted. Machiavelli's hidden truth: goodness is expensive if naive, powerful if strategic. Number 7, setting the stage for strategic goodness. To survive and thrive while being good, you must recognize when people are testing you, set boundaries that are visible, enforceable, and consistent, reward selectively and silently, punish violations without emotion, use goodness as a tool for influence, not weakness. Part 1 Summary: goodness is not inherently powerful. Naive kindness invites exploitation. Moral action without strategic enforcement is a liability. Historical and modern leaders show patterns of reward versus cost. Strategic goodness combines morality with authority.